Uh, Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Sirichai Sathuwijarn from Pan-Pace Management Group, Pan Protection Research and Development Office, Department of Agriculture, Thailand. Today, I am delighted to share our development in drone technology for crop protection. Oh. Okay. My presentation cover in four key areas. The first one is Thailand journey in agricultural drone application. Second, our research initiative from 2020 to 2024. The third, our upcoming standard operating procedure or SOP, and the last, the future opportunity and emerging technology in Thailand. Okay. Let's begin with Thailand journey in agricultural drone application. Uh, Let me walk you through Thailand remarkable journey in agricultural drone implementation. The story begin in 2017 when we first established drone research in crop protection. We was quickly followed by pioneering research in 2018 focused on lice pest and flower armyworm control, two critical area of Thai agriculture. By 2019, we achieved our first major million ton with publication on lice pest control and for our management. The period from 2020 to 2022 saw significant expansion in our research scope. In comparison, drone spraying technologies and establish monitoring system for key economic crops, including coconut, cassava, and rice. A crucial development came in 2023 with the establishment of a standard operating procedure or SOP for drone operation. For drone operation in crop protection. Looking ahead, our 2024 to 2027 research agenda focused on cutting-edge application in precision agriculture, particularly the release of natural enemy and variable rate technology implementation. Let me share our research activity from 2020 to 2024. We have extensively test both multi-rotor and single-rotor drones across various crops and pest scenario. Before we recommending drone technology to the farmers, we conduct comprehensive testing based and standard pesticide application protocol. Our research cover in 4 parts. The first, bioefficacy testing. Second, drip management strategies. Third, deposition and coverage pattern. And fourth, operator safety measure. We have maintained strong collaboration with industrial partner throughout in this process. This slide demands that our drip management research with particular attention to herbicide application. In this case, we use three major herbicides and by standard safety. Here our work in vegetable crops, specifically shallot field, where we optimize spray parameter for maximum efficiency. We have some video. Okay, in durian orchard, we have developed specialized application technique according for canopy structure and pest behavior. Okay, our research attend to rubber plantation, where we have focused on controlling leaf fall disease through precious aerial application. In this video, we will use a helicopter. That's a small helicopter from Yamaha. Beyond spraying, we have a pioneer drone-based pest monitoring system on coconut backhead caterpillar surveillance, coconut high spy beetle detection, and red spider mites monitoring in cassava. Now, let's discuss on our standard operating procedure or SOP. To cooperation with industrial experts and stakeholders, we have to develop comprehensive SOP for drone operator. This guideline will be available in both Thai and English in December in this year. We are supporting this SOP with easy to follow infographic instructional video and practical guideline for operator. Looking ahead, let's approach emerging technology and research opportunities in Thailand. Looking at emerging technology, key area demand our research attention. The first one, smart automation system incorporating VRT and precision tagging capability needs further development. Second, AI intelligent precision opportunity for enhanced pest detection and autonomous operation. Sorry. Finally, advanced sensing technology, particularly hyperspectral image and radar integration, offer exciting possibility for improved crop monitoring and protection. This technology will revolutionize how we approach plant protection. As we look to the future, our research priority should focus on three critical areas. The first one is sustainable technology, including biodegradable material and energy efficiency improvement are essential. The second, intelligent system, integrated system focusing on swarm technology and multi-platform coordination will enhance operational effectiveness. Finally, operational enhancement addressing flight time, weather capability, and payload capacity are crucial. This priority will be shape the next generation of plant protection UAV. The future of plant protection UAV lies in developing a more sustainable, efficient, and integrated system that can effectively address the challenge of modern agriculture. Well, minimizing environmental impact. To focus research in this area, we can advance this technology to meet the growing demand of global food security. The future of agriculture drone technology in Thailand look promising with continued research and development in this key area. Expect to future revolutionize our crop protection practice. Thank you for your attention. ขอบคุณครับ
Thank you so much, Sirichai. That was fantastic and really also very useful to have an overview of what's happening in Thailand. And I know that you're joined by your colleague here, Puruticha, who is also on our video. So if either of you want to answer any of the questions, feel free. So Sirichai, you have lots of questions as well. Let me see if I can kind of go through some of them. I guess we had a few questions similar to the last speaker. Firstly, for pilots, drone pilots, do they have to be registered in Thailand like they do in Indonesia to fly drones for agricultural use?
That you mean in Thailand we can the farmer we can fly drone, yes. In Thailand we have service provider, yeah. The farmer they can lend they can ask the service provider to apply maybe a chemical in the field, yeah.
Okay, and do they have to have a license like a pilot license though to fly a drone, or can anyone fly a drone?
Now we have we for now the farmer or the service provider. They can fly drone, but we have to we have the sorry when they want to fly drone, they need to get the license from the government. Yes, the first one from the transport ministry, and the second one from the Ministry of Agriculture. But for the Ministry of Agriculture, for now we develop look like look like look like a training for the farmer or for the service provider before they apply the chemical.
Okay, thank you. Here's another question. You gave some great videos there around some of the research that you were doing, and you also talked about drift exposure, for example, and application of pesticides. Does your research have, I guess, guidelines that are published around what are the best times and conditions to apply pesticides? Is that in your standard operating procedure, or do you have publication or advice around that?
For now, we will public on December in this year for the SOP. Yeah.
Okay. And another question here, I mean, you talked about some of the future research. I guess one was around AI and maybe drone integration. Are you doing any specific research now on that around the use of artificial intelligence and drone use? Is there any specific research that you are conducting now in that area, or is it a future research topic?
Okay. For me, I think we need to research on the on the pesticide or fungicide or herbicide that we can apply by drone, because now we don't have a pesticide recommend for drone that in Thailand the farmer they use a pesticide that we apply from we apply from nut sap or tractor about something like that. But we concerned if we apply the pesticide by drone, maybe we concern on the crop phyto, or maybe we concern on the efficacy that we need to test, and we need to recommend what's the pesticide that we can use by drone that safe and safe to sorry have efficacy and safe to the environment. Yes.
Okay, so still a lot of research, I guess, sort of fundamental research to be done around safe, effective, efficient use of pesticide application via drones. It's very interesting. Here was a question that was asked to the previous speaker as well. Are you looking at other uses of drones, for example, for seed application or planting?
Pardon me?
Are you looking at other uses for drones, such as fertilizer application or seeding? You gave some examples of pesticide and also plant health imaging, but are you using drones or doing any research on for other uses? Fertilizer application or seed application?
For another, yeah. We use the drone in maybe take a picture and detection. Yeah. What we found in the field, such as disease or insect, and after that we we need to directly to apply the chemical like that. But now we we just develop look like index library. Because when we use drone to take a picture, we use a program look like NDVI to do what happened in the field, but we don't know that we saw it came from a insecticide. It came from to fungicide. We need to develop the index library that we focus in this. Yes.
Excellent. Okay, thanks, Sirichai. And Sirichai or Prutichar, you can both answer this question if you like, but in the drift reduction work you are doing in Thailand, are you exploring changing nozzles on the different drone models? This is a question from Henry.
Maybe Dr. Prisha can help me to ask this answer the question. Dr. Prisha.
So sorry for this interview. According to your question, the reason for the road application in Thailand is not only for spraying, but we use in another case such as for the uh, sowing the seeds, and also we use to apply fertilizer also. And right now we try to use in another aspect such as for the releasing uh, natural enemy, and also we try to uh, find the research where the use the drone for the like insect pollinator also. And according to your question about the, I saw in in the question you mean you for the
In the
for
drift
the nozzle
reduction
the
work,
drip the
the
drip detection, for the drip detection we also did the research in Thai, cooperate with buyer company, and we not only change the nozzle, we also try to uh, research about the with the adjuvant that can reduce the drip also in this research. So we did a two factor for the example for the nozzle, and also we try to find which adjuvant that's suitable for drone when we have the bad condition for the winter, something like that.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that explanation, and nice to hear those other uses that you're looking at for drones. A question for both of you. So do you find that farmers enjoy using drones? Because I know there's a lot of work in Thailand now, or a big push by government and different regions for farmers to start using drones. And we may have a speaker on that in the last session this year, but do you find that farmers, do they like using drones? Can they access drones? Do they use them?
Okay, according to my experience, I think in my country right now, listen, we are lack of the labor, and also the farmer, they are most of them they are get old. And I knew from the statistic from the Department of Statistics right now, the farmer in Thailand is average age is more than 60. So it's quite difficult uh, to do the job in the field because they are most of them just get old. So right now, I think more than 60%, yeah, prefer to use drone because really easy to use and very easy to access. Because in Thailand right now, for example, spray service provider, when we use the man spray in, for example, in one line, this is a unit of Thailand. You need to pay 60 baht, something like that. But for drone, the price is also the same. That means the farmer prefer because it is the same price and also very fast. And in addition, this is a more safety That's why right now in some spray service provider group, they try to change from the conventional spray like a knapsack to become to the drone because they think in one day you can spray I think more than nearly 9 hectares something like that. But if you spray by a man, I think 2 hectares is in. I think this is quite tired something like that. So I think for Thailand they prefer to use I think more than 60% of the Thai farmer they prefer according to my experience.
Wow. Okay, that's impressive. That's very interesting. We may have a presentation hopefully on that in our last session in December, really looking at what farmers are doing in Thailand. Are they subsidized? I mean, are there subsidies for the use of drones by farmers? Or how do farmers access them? Do they rent them? Do they own them? Do they have a rental service? Are there subsidies to help farmers use drones?
For the subsidy for the government, it should be we have the Ministry of Digital. They try to support drone is like a one drone for one group of the farmers, something like that. They try to support, and this is for the government side. But for the private section, like the supplier for the drone company, they try to give the package uh, to the farmer, like you no need to pay money, but you can get drone before, and then you can pay back after you get the job, something like that. We are like a profit share. For example, you spray uh, 10 hectare for how much? Maybe 20% you need to pay return, something like that. This is for we have to section for the government. They have the project to provide the drone in one group, but you need to gather many farmer, and you need to uh, submit the proposal to the government, and then they will evaluate your group is strong or not, who can take care or can maintain the drone, and then they give you one drone, maybe for 20 person per one drone, something like that. But for the also we have the agricultural bank to give the money to you for the loan, and then how to say the uh, you need to return is but interest is very low, something like that.
Okay.
And then
No, that's very interesting. A quick question here, and maybe Sirichai, you might be able to answer this one. Is drone research a primary research focus for the Department of Agriculture in Thailand? Is it one of your key areas, or is it still an emerging area within the Department of Agriculture?
Sorry.
Is drone research a primary research focus for the Department of Agriculture in Thailand, or is it a key area of research for your department, or is it still an emerging area? How important at the moment is drone research in your department?
For my department, we focus on research on plant protection for drone for plant protection. Yes, but in Thailand we have another section such as company or university. They have they have a lot of research for drone in another section such as drone for detection, drone for rescue, or drone uh, for looks like for the uh, for the army, look like that. It depend on their focus. Yes.
Yes. Okay. And I guess it's just is it a very important topic, drones and agricultural research in the plant protection department? Is there a lot of interest in your department on drones?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. In my department. Yes.
Yeah. And there was another question here that we asked the previous speaker as well, and it's relevant to you, but have there been any studies that you know of in Thailand, or is your department, have they done these studies on the environmental impact of drone-based pesticide applications compared to traditional methods? Have you looked at the environmental impact of?
Yes.
Yeah, and what tell me, what did you find? Did you find it much better or worse or the same? What were some of your findings?
For the drone, that we we found up we found the recommend, yeah, we found the recommend for for control the pest look like that red mite in cassava, look like that we find the solution and recommend to use the chemical to control or maybe include the national enemy. Yes.
Yep. Okay, excellent. Richard, maybe you might be able to have some perspective on that too. Have you looked at that environmental impact of
Yeah,
drone application of pesticides versus your traditional method?
yeah, of course, because before we recommend to the farmer or we adopt the SOP, we try to uh, uh, we did the research, many research about the drip, and also because this is a how to say, this is a most serious case. For example, for the insecticide and fungicide, for me, uh, I'm concerned, but very much concerned is herbicide. Because if the drip, that means the effect to the bystander. So before uh, we recommend, we need to test before about how to say, the attitude for the drone.
Yep.
For example, 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter is how long, how far
Yep.
from the drip, like that. And we found that for the field crop, if you follow our instruction, the drip uh, and not have the effect from the bad condition like a wind direction and strong wind. The drip is about 5 meter, not more than 10 meter. But if you spray in the bad condition and strong wind, this is more effect. That means maybe drip 20 meter, 40 meter, something like that. And we found that if you spray in the orchard like a durian, it's more concerned because the durian is very tall. So when you spray in some cases and some plant that very tall, that means you need to concern more about the drip. This is our observation.
Excellent. Thanks, Protija. So just stay there because I'm also going to ask Alita if you could unmute yourself and maybe put your camera on. I'm going to ask both of you a question, or all three of you a question. Maybe Alita, I'll start with you. So we had this question before actually, but I'm going to ask it again because I didn't ask you. But I'm interested in whether you know of or if you're doing any work around AI and drone use. So is there any research being conducted according to monitoring methods using AI or decision-making methods using AI and drone?
As far as I know, we don't do that yet. But maybe this is the good idea for doing that in the future.
Ruchir, do you have any response on that?
Yeah, I also agree with your idea. So in the future, I think for the drone, in my point of view, the most challenge for drone for me is not drone for spraying. Drone for
Yeah.
spraying is how to say, I think like just like a drone, like a tool, like a sprayer. That I think this is the most challenge for me. Drone is how to use drone in how to say, other purpose like monitoring, and how to use drone like for the how to say, for detect the insect and pest in precision. And
Yeah.
I think in the future, if we can do it, that means in the future we can use like a variable rate technology. So in the field, no need to spray all the whole field. So
Yeah.
we just spray just only some area that affect in the pest and disease. I think in the future, I'm not sure for how long to take this process. And also we try to use drone like that for insect pollinator to increase the yield from the product. And also we can use in many aspects like for releasing, but right now we try to use drone like releasing like a Ticogramma to control for mealworm, something like that. So I think for drone for spraying, like a sprayer, I think we are right now we have many research, but for the drone for monitoring, detection, and for the another purpose, we need to develop in the future.
That's a great answer, and you actually stole my next question. Because I was just about to think about that around the real, I guess we do focus a lot on pesticide application often because there's a lot of work being done around that, but really the potential of using drones for those other uses to actually reduce our pesticide application by not using it unnecessarily is really critical and really exciting. Alida, do you have any sort of feedback on that?
Yes, I agree with you that in the future, for climate adaptation and then for the use of input, so it's not affect to the environment. So we can utilize drone for more doing effectively using what it can be do, such like the image processing and then from the drone itself, and then how they can analyze the data and then directly respond to the data. It's a kind of the near future work for the application of the drone to be more effective. I think that's also in our works in the near future, I think.
Excellent.
Yes.
Thanks, Alida. Yeah, that's very interesting. And in fact, we've got a question here. And you may not have thoughts on this, but I'm going to share the question because it's an interesting one. But drones have been used for precision delivery of pesticides to eliminate invasive tree species in places such as Hawaii. I wonder if the technology can be used to deliver lethal doses of registered pesticide or not just pesticide, but against tree-dwelling invasive species that cause major ecological and social disturbances. For example, the green iguana or the brown tree snakes. So that's just an interesting comment. I'm not sure we'll ask our speakers that, but just for everyone to think about, I think that's a very interesting sort of observation, and just, I guess, reiterating the importance of using drones for a variety of very useful and impactful uses. So thank you very much. I've just got one more question actually, and then we're going to draw it to a close, but it's just about the advanced sensing imagery, and it continues that what we've just talked about. I know there's research on using imaging, for example, for measuring plant health, but do you find that it's very cost effective? Like, is it translating that information into action on the ground? Because it sometimes requires quite a lot of skill and it can be a bit expensive. So is it actually practical to use in the field? Alida, I'll ask you first.
Based on my experience doing that, actually now we still use for capturing imaginary, and then we try to transfer using some application that's already available. It's actually not really accurate for our in like tropical countries, because it's based on the camera itself. That's our suns, it's different from Europe country or four seasons country. So maybe it's still like under a research for us, I think, for how we can translate the image into the data to be more accurate. I think still in the research that can be more useful, because usually they transfer the image from the image, and then how they transfers into the data based on specific location in European countries or in four season countries. Maybe not applicable for us.